With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Second and 10. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
Throwing Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
Okay,
and let's
ready?
face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Boyce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bengals hit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football. 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this 1st drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Get it.
Up the middle they go. Boyce. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week. You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Get up. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
Back to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 1.
Buffalo 18. Tag. Let go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
A check down here for Henry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Street. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. Boyce trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Didn't knock it free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Off the play fake, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tucker Kraft, 60 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Steelers 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. A big seam and he might go all the way. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Ready, Warriors, 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in the ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
A second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Come on, come on. Hey, Bronco.
Here's Daniels. And he is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Cougar 19.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And all the way down inside the 5-4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Henry is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. This one deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panthers 60, Panthers 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it's fielded at the 34. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Henry running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let go.
Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready?
At the Bengals' 18-yard line.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 19 Lions. Go street.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on third down, Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Kevontae Turpin, 84 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. Rush coming in. He's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go check. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Go! Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Ready.
Henry up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 4. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
70 Lions. Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll try to run forward with Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Hiding for the marker. But I don't think he got there. Right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
No, no. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready?
They'll run. It's Henry. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing. Right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Now Jones. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 14.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing Jones. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Miles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Riggs, coming up, Nike, 79.
Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take for 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11.
19 Charger. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
19 tight, 19 Cardinal, 18, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that Dragon 60, Panther 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Dances by him. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line. It's metal ring corrosion.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Traffic, let's go now.
Jones. That's caught by Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, that's going to change things in a hurry. That shortens the field considerably, and now they're on the move.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Jones wants to change it up.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bonito in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. 60, rig alert. 19 tight.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. A desperation heave for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away. And it